Welcome back, friends and family. Welcome to the Future Hotspot series. Today, we're looking even longer term. Some of Ghana's biggest opportunities aren't going to hit full potential until after 2030. These are the long term plays, projects that will reshape the economy, the infrastructure, and the cities by 2035. These range from mega highways to international airports, special economic zones, and full blown tech cities. Let's dive into those hotspots where patient investors could see massive payoffs. Everything in this list is grounded in current or official announced projects. No pipe dreams. These are developments that are already underway, moving through design, funding, or construction. I'll give you the context, the rationale, and I'll share some material on screen so you can see for yourself. Okay, the first one I want to talk about is this Abidjan-Lagos corridor highway, which is kind of national and regionally focused. So this is a 6-lane dual carriageway running 1,000 kilometers from Cote d'Ivoire through to Ghana, Togo, Benin, and all the way through to Nigeria. This 520-kilometer stretch will pass through Elubu, Takoradi, Cape Coast, Winneba, Accra, Tema, Kassa, Akatsi, and Akanu. The construction is aimed to be started by 2026 and finished by 2030, but there's real economic transformation that will take several years more. By 2035, expect trade and tourism and warehousing along the route to explode. This is a big one. Now, if you think about the Marine Drive project as well, it coincides with it. It's running along that coast. Think about the whole coast coming from the Cote d'Ivoire side through the central region, etc., Cape Coast, all of those areas, going to be big. So, key areas to think about: Cape Coast, Winneba, Tema, Takoradi. Just to illustrate the point here, Winneba, for example, on Kuro, we can find that there is land for sale ranging from $1,600 up to $2,700. It's not an area in which people are overtly focusing on, but if you've got that foresight long term, you can discover that yourself. You can use Kuro to find rental statistics, sales statistics, land statistics, trends, infrastructure projects, demographics, and do market analysis all in Kuro, and transfer currencies into any of the major currencies you would like to explore. Okay, the next area again is tied in with that kind of western side of Accra is Cape Coast. Cape Coast has a fantastic university there. It's got its own rich culture. But in the previous government, it was announced that there's a $2 billion funding coming from South Korea to develop a new airport in Cape Coast. The feasibility study is complete, and once it's built, it will unlock the tourism potential in the central region. So think about central region long term. I've spoken the last video when I was talking about the 2030 scope. Places like Gomor Fete, Gomor Central, all those places. So it will unlock a lot of potential, easy access to historic sites, coastal resorts, hospitality and real estate. This could really be a game changer. Again, another super long play would be the Upper East region. There is rumors of an airport or in the works up in the area at Anatim. The government airports company officials have visited the site. President Mahama has pledged to deliver through a public-private partnership. And once it's complete, it's going to start connecting the mining districts and agro-industrial zones, and even Sahel markets in Burkina Faso and beyond. So that is big opportunity. It's something that's on President Mahama's agenda. So it's something that he has earmarked as part of his tenure term as president to deliver. And he has directed the Ghana Airports Company to explore funding options for delivering an airport, and the potential collaboration with gold mining companies. It's really around the minerals. So this is super long term, but if you have the vision and stay close to the developments, this is going to be an interesting one to keep a note of. Okay, the next initiative affects multiple areas: 24-hour economy industrial parks. Arise IIP, which is Africa's top industrial zone developer, is partnering with Ghana to build agro processing and manufacturing plants under the 24-hour economy. They've got a record in Benin and Gabon. We could see multiple parks in resource-rich regions like the Savannah, Bono East, Northern, and Oti by 2035. You can see there's massive thinking that's going into this, and the partner that's involved is already operating in 5 different countries. So this is great. So there has been 1.4 billion secured for the first part of the investment in Benin, and that includes garment and textile production, cotton processing, cashew, organic soybean processing, packaging, and cardboard manufacturing. Huge industries that are needed in Africa. Keep a close look on what's happening in the Ghanaian developments if they've got a track record in Benin. The next long-term bet I would be focusing on is the Takoradi side, so out in the west again. So there is the Shama Yabi Special Economic Zone. This is only at the initial phase now, but it's a 1,500 acre project. Over the next decade, it's likely to significantly expand. Next door, West Park in Takoradi is positioning itself as Africa's first solar-powered industrial park, targeting manufacturers that want renewable energy and port access modern facilities. And it's backed by Black Ivy, and Black Ivy are the good people that brought us things like Oyarafa Park and Ayimensa Park. So it's a reputable group. So that's one thing to look out for. And here's a little bit more about the special economic zones in those areas. Okay, and the final long-term play I would say would be up in the north in Tamale. Tamale has the third busiest airport in Ghana after Kotoka and Kumasi, with a significant runway. So now it's going to enter a phase of significant maintenance, repair, and overhaul. So it's bringing it in line with the best in class when it comes to aviation. And this is in line with other airport network growths that are happening in Cape Coast and potentially in Upper East for an airport. So if funding stays on track, Cape Coast and Upper East airports will join Tamale in a 3 airport network beyond Accra and Kumasi, opening up huge opportunity for tourism, cargo, and cross-border trade. So think about those long-term plays. With the urbanization of Accra being crazy, and rightly so, that's a commercial hub, but there's so much potential activity in other regions that over time the likes of Cape Coast, which will probably be the next center of activity, the central region, that motorway coming through multiple countries, and then the mineral rich areas, the Oti, the Savannas, the Tamales, etc., Upper East regions, those are going to be the next hotspots. The 2035 horizon is about patient positioning. These aren't going to be like quick flips. They are the kind of strategies where you secure land and align with the industrial and logistics growth and ride the wave as the infrastructure and business ecosystems mature. If you want to see the 2030 opportunities that are already heating up, check out this video in the series. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed.